Hey everybody, welcome back to my travel vlog. Let's talk about the Vatican. So you find yourself in Rome and you're like, I need to see all of the artwork. I've heard so much about the Vatican. I want to see the Pope, etc., etc. So here are some things that you can expect when you are going to the Vatican for the first time. So when you're going to the Vatican, there is a dress code for men and women. There are no shorts allowed. Your knees have to be covered. Your shoulders have to be covered. You want to be conservatively dressed when you go. You can wear jeans, t-shirt, jacket, whatever, but make sure that your knees and your shoulders are covered. So the second thing is that the lines are long, bro, sis, long. The last time that I was in Rome and I went to the Vatican, it was raining. It was raining and people were out there with their umbrellas and everything, and the line was just so ridiculously long. When we saw the line, that kind of deterred us a little bit. So we were like, oh man, we got to go on this line, but you got to go on the line. This is the Vatican. We want to go into the Vatican, so we have to go on this line. And this guy approached us and he was like, I'm selling tours. It would be easier if you buy a tour. You could just skip the line and go right on in. So we were like, no, we're good. So I started speaking Creole and he was like, oh, parle Creole, moi parle Creole too. Okay, I'm buying the ticket. I'm going to help. Of course, I got to help him out. So he took us to the tour office and we ended up buying the tours and we skipped the line. We went right into the whole checkpoint that they have at the museum. And that was worth it because that line was super, super long. A next thing that you're going to notice. So you've made it into the Vatican. You're taking photos all over the place and you are ready to go to the Sistine Chapel. And to be quite honest, that's why I really went there. So you go past statue after statue, painting after painting. Finally, you get to this chapel, right? You can't take photos. So you cannot take photos and post them on Instagram, post them on Facebook. You cannot do that because apparently there is a Japanese television company that owns the copyrights to the artwork in the Sistine Chapel, and the flash from all of the cameras are damaging to the artwork. So you are not allowed to take pictures. And everybody is packed into this little chapel. There's a bunch of security guards walking around telling you no photos. Of course, there are some naughty people out there that just go ahead and take them anyway. The artwork in there is so beautiful. Man, listen, mental pictures. So the fifth thing, you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm going to the Vatican. This is a whole city. I can walk around the entire thing. I can go to the Pope's place. I can hang out. No. No, you're not allowed to go around and hang out and chill out and go through this door and that door. It doesn't work that way. You are limited to the museums. If the Pope is holding an audience, you can sit at St. Peter's Square. You can sit in that piazza and you can listen to a few words from the Pope if you choose to, or you can just walk around the square, but you are limited to just the museum. So that's what you are paying to go to see. You are not going to go to talk to the priests, to see the priests going to school, or no. No. So that is something to be aware of. You are limited to the museums. So the Pope holds an audience on Wednesday mornings. There are seats on Wednesday mornings set out for persons who want to hear the Pope speak. So he shows up on Wednesday mornings and he holds an audience and you can see him. Keep in mind that he can be off touring a different country, so he might not be in residence. And so you want to make sure that you check the dates when he's in residence and if he's holding an audience, but usually it's on Wednesdays. The very last thing to expect is that on Sundays, the museums are closed. And on Saturdays, on Mondays, which is the day before and the day after, everybody's trying to get in on those days because they know that Sunday is closed. So expect way more tourists and expect longer lines on those days. You want to go during the week. So those are the things that you can expect when you are going to the Vatican for the very first time. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's vlog. If you are on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. If you have any questions about my visit to the Vatican, leave it in the comments section and I will try my best to answer it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you all next week. Bye.